So it's been a little bit over half a year since I started as a software engineer at Amazon, and I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of it. Like, I'm actually starting to make real impact at work, which is wild because now teammates are asking me for help sometimes. The same guy who a few months ago was sweating bullets during his first on-call shift and forgetting how Java worked. There's gotta be some progress, right?
Yeah, still working on it. That was merged yesterday, I believe, so...
You guys also may have noticed that my workspace is a lot more nice and clean. A ton of y'all in my last video were clowning me in the comments for my setup and working off my little laptop screen when I was surrounded by 32-inch monitors, and I totally get it. So here was yesterday when I was finally tidying up my desk at the office and optimizing it to make you guys, my back, and my eyes feel better. So why did I refuse to use the conveniently large curved monitor sitting right in front of me? Well, for starters, this wasn't even my desk to begin with. It belonged to a teammate who's been working from home recently due to personal reasons, so I kind of just claimed it since it was always empty and it was right next to Tim. Due to recent changes, however, this desk is now officially mine, which means I can treat it as my personal space. Well, what'd you do, bro? My mouse of choice is the Logitech MX Master 2S, which I bought back a while ago, but never really used it until now. Then for my keyboard, I'm using the Low-Free Flow Light 84, which is a 75% low-profile mechanical keyboard using full linear palm switches. It fits in the aesthetic perfectly, feels super nice to type on, and sounds so satisfying. Alright, test out the new setup, Wait, so what do you think about the keyboard?
It's very funky and nice.
Link in description. And that's the final setup, I suppose. I'll probably bring in a few more plushies to decorate the space and give it a bit more character. Recently, our organization had something called a reorg, which pretty much just means that people and services were shifting between teams due to changes in long-term visions for the interests of the entire org. I didn't know this, but apparently this is pretty common within Amazon, and you're likely to experience it a few times if you're working here for a couple of years. Luckily, there was minimal impact to our team, but we did trade one of our bigger services for 2 to 3 more smaller services, but I'm not sure if I would say it was a positive Elixir trade in the end in terms of workload and stress. Probably an equal one, but I'll find out soon enough. We did, however, also gain 2 great additional team members who are very knowledgeable and amazing engineers, so that was a definite plus, and I'm definitely looking forward to working with them in the future. Right now we're having a farewell lunch together for my senior engineer, and she is unfortunately going to be leaving the team and joining another organization within Amazon. I haven't known her for too long, but in the past few months I've been working closely with her on one of our projects, and I've learned probably the most during this time. I can clearly see the skill gap between us, and I guess that's the difference between someone who's been working in the corporate world for 6 years compared to 6 months. I want to thank her for all the brutally honest comments she left on my CRs and wish her nothing but the best in all her future endeavors. Farewell.
Oh my god. What the heck? The world is falling down, right?
So apparently there was supposed to be this massive thunderstorm in Seattle yesterday with the possibility of even hail, and was even all over the news. My manager literally told us to go home early to avoid it, but when I looked outside, the skies were blue and the birds were still chirping, so I was like, that's cap. My younger sister also came to visit for her spring break, so I decided to be a good brother and take her out to eat and show her what she's missing out on in Seattle. Bruh, why are you here?
How do I go home?
Press this. You have to move a little bit. Wait, go. Alright, yeah, she's dead.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, chill, bruh. I'm gonna die. Oh, it smells like dookie. Wait, where's Amazon?
All these offices that you see.
You're lying.
Okay.
No way. Okay, so I remember the time I asked him to play cards with me, and then I started crying, and then he twisted my arm.
What? What are you talking about? We went to Pelicana Chicken, which is a Korean fried chicken spot for those that know, and was actually pretty fire. The fries were some of the crispiest I've ever had, and the chicken was hella juicy. Solid 8 out of 10, I would say. Anyways, I think I should have listened to the news because flash forward an hour later.
I didn't press the button. You did!
Oh my goodness, they weren't lying about this thunderstorm. Never mind, bruh. God damn. Yeah, I think we're gonna just stay inside. It's funny how sibling relationships change over time. Growing up as the only boy sandwiched between two sisters, I wasn't very close with them. But lately my younger sister has been growing increasingly more tolerable for some unexplainable reason. Like I went from yelling at her to leave my room before she even opened the door, to voluntarily asking her to grab food and getting her a $100 Taylor Swift snow globe for Christmas. She's still very annoying though, and I'm pretty sure she only sees me as a walking wallet, but I guess she's alright.
Bye. Oh no. Oh hell no. See you in LA.
But yeah, that was pretty much my day yesterday, and now I'm just spending the rest of the day at work, isolating myself and locking in, because I haven't done shit yet due to the back-to-back meetings I had, as well as the team lunch. I've been trying to wrap up this API that I've been working on for the past couple of days, but every time I think I'm done, more requirements are being added on top of it, and it's low-key getting me frustrated, but I guess that's just work. This also might be my favorite spot in the whole office. Not sure what to even call this room, to be honest, but it's got this great open layout that just makes it super comfortable to work in. Just made it back to the apartment. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more work just because I have to deliver an API by the end of the day tomorrow, and I have to iron out a few kinks as well as write the unit test for it. So I'm gonna work a little bit more, and then after I'll probably work out and eat. And then I have a call. I have a call right now actually. Oh shit, hold up. Ooh. I'm a little bit late.
If I'm being honest, I didn't mean to fall in love with you, with you, with you, with you. It just kinda happened.
About twice a week, I hop on a virtual real estate coaching call since I've been pretty interested in purchasing my first investment property this year. So if any of you guys have or know of any fixer houses for sale in the Seattle or San Gabriel Valley area in SoCal, shoot me a DM on Instagram. But pretty much in the call, there are multiple breakout rooms where you can join depending on what kind of help you need or want to learn more about. Today, I'm in the deal or no deal room where people bring in properties they're eyeing either on or off market, and an expert breaks it down, telling them straight up whether it's a steal or a hard pass. Usually when I have unfinished work, or if I know I didn't do enough that day, I will continue working deep into the night after hours and treat it like homework. I know that this is probably the fastest track to burnout, but my brain locks in when the sun is down and works even better when I'm in the shower for some reason. Like there have been multiple instances where I'd be stuck on a problem all day and not being able to figure it out for the life of me, and then all of a sudden it just clicks while I'm scrubbing shampoo on my head. Chat, am I weird or can anyone else relate?
If I'm wrong, if I'm the only one, 'cause I believe my life behind and keep on talking. Yeah, I won't say anything to you. No, I'll never say. 'Cause all we do is talk. It's impossible.
One thing I'm also trying to be more consistent with is how many times I work out a week. I used to go almost every day before I broke my ankle, but since then it's been pretty difficult getting back into the groove of it due to my schedule, but I try to squeeze it in whenever I can, at least 2 to 4 times a week, I would say.
And keep on talking to you.
Okay, so if you saw my how much I make and spend video, then you guys probably already know that I've been trying to make a real effort to cook more at home. I gotta be honest though, my cooking skills are still pretty limited. Right now my entire culinary repertoire consists of just steak and pastas using canned sauce. So if you guys have any recommendations on beginner friendly recipes that I can try to make, please let me know in the comments below. I desperately need them.
First bite. Not bad. It's edible.
This is probably one of the only times of my day where I'm able to just completely shut off my brain and put on a show, which is usually a K-drama, while I chow down on my dinner.
필요한 게 있으면 배려해 주시지. 회장님, 술 드시면 안 됩니다.
야밤에 가랭이 사이로 코 빠뜨리고 앉아서는.
Speaking of shows, me and my friends are deep into Severance Season 2, if anyone else out there knows about it, but I'll be honest, I have no fucking clue what's happening half the time. This show literally demands more focus than my actual job, and it's not exactly the most relaxing activity after a long day of frying my brain at work, but the show is definitely interesting and alludes to some relatable stuff that goes on at the Amazon office. Tonight, I also have a one-on-one chat scheduled with a viewer. These chats are pretty open-ended and can be literally about any topic, ranging from preparing for upcoming interviews to talking about the best spots to eat in Seattle.
Hey, yeah, I can hear you. What's up, Milan? How you doing? I'm chilling, man. Are you from Australia, bro? Okay.
In this call specifically, we pretty much just went over his career goals and what he should be focusing on as an 18-year-old in college to set himself up for his future, which I found very respectable considering when I was his age, I was just throwing money into options in the stock market and literally watching it burn. If you ever want to chat, career advice, tech questions, or just to talk, check the link in the description. I really enjoy these conversations, so don't hesitate to book some time.
Like, you don't need to know syntax. That is the least important thing. I did it in Java just because that was what I was most comfortable with. But if I had to relearn and redo, I would say Python just because it's just so much easier. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Best of luck with everything, and again, just shoot me any questions that you might have. Alright, yeah, later, Lan. Peace.